What up? This is your boy DoBoy, and this is another installment of Get Fit, Say Less. And if you are wondering why is DoBoy sitting down and not jumping up and down and sweating and getting ready to take us through a 30-minute experience that is going to help shift our bodies, it's because I have been working out every single day. Every single day. So what I wanted to do today was just have a Q&A with you guys, chop it up because my body does need a rest. I've been doing an hour of cardio in the morning every day on an empty stomach, and then I do the workout that I do with you guys, and sometimes I do a little bit more than that as well. I do all that a lot of the times right now because we are in quarantine. I'm in the house. I have a lot more time to just to kind of pass, and it helps keep me outside of my thoughts. You know what I mean? Because I think that the quarantine can be very depressing if you let it. But so today though, my whole body is hurt. So I talked to my trainer before, you know what I'm saying? I hopped on with you guys. I hollered at the CEO of the company. I said, hey man, I know we said 6 days a week, but my body is kind of killing me. I think I need to listen to it. So what I'm going to do today is take the day off as far as training, but I'm here to have a discussion. Today is May 1st, so I think it's a really, really cool day to set some good concrete goals for what I'm trying to do with this whole thing, and talk about nutrition, talk about the importance of rest days, all that good stuff. So I know you guys are live there. I got my brother Kadeem here. He is running the switchboard over there. If you guys have questions, now is the time to send them in. I got my IG over here. People are live here as well. So any questions that you guys have, I will be taking them. And I know you guys see is every time I put my arms up, them gun shows is starting to come. I don't know if you guys are starting to see the body, but it is starting to change. So let's talk about rest and why rest is important. The reason why rest is very, very important when you're working out because your body needs to recuperate. A lot of times our body is doing so much in aid to give us the best optimal machine and the best optimal output. So your body is always doing a lot. And I don't even want to profess like I know everything, but the things that I do know, like with things like digestion, and it's a lot of things that have to go on internally to even process and break down food. So when you're eating food, your body has a job. Like, okay, we just got a bunch of food. We need to get the good stuff out of here. We need to discard what we don't need. We need to save some for a rainy day. All of those things that go on. But when you're working out your body consistently, so when you're working, basically if you're lifting weights or doing any type of cardio, you're basically tearing down your muscle, and then basically the job becomes of your body to rebuild the muscle. You see what I'm saying? And to what I know, don't let me sit here and act like I'm some type of pro. But what I know where it can be counterproductive is if you're not giving your body enough time to heal, then you're not going to get dope workouts. Your body will just start fighting against you. So it is always good. They say most people train between 4 and 5 times a week. So us going 6 is just us really pushing the needle, trying to get to the goal that we were trying to get to. But rest is definitely important. What another thing that I've learned on my journey that is very, very important that a lot of people don't give a lot of credit to is sleep. Sleep and rest it does paramount things for your body. It's basically like letting your body shut down and do what it needs to do to ultimately give you the results that you're looking for. And I've actually seen my weight loss stall several times because I wasn't getting enough sleep. And I know that we kind of come from the generation where it's like, oh man, no sleep. We got to hustle hard. We got to go. We got to do these things. Yeah, that sounds good. And that sounds great. But when it's in the commission of working your body and actually extending your life expectancy, you definitely have to get you some good rest. And water. Water is one of the things that I'm learning in my, you know what? And that's I will take I will take that as a sign. I'm going to go this month and only drink water. Wow, I didn't even plan on coming on here and saying that I would do that. But and what I mean by just drinking water, of course, I'm going to eat food and all that good stuff. But water is so very, very good for your body in so many ways. It helps transport nutrients to the cells. It helps flush out all the toxins. It helps you look younger. It's just it does a ton of great things for your body. And I like the thing that I suffer with still to this day is Diet Coke and juices. And I've heard, even with the soda thing, even if you're trying to go diet on your sodas, I've heard mixed reviews. Some people, and I feel mixed ways about it sometimes too, because I look at it like, look, if I'm gonna be drinking a soda, anyway, I might as well be drinking a diet soda. But then I hear different things about how artificial sugar is actually worse than regular sugar, how it actually makes you crave sugar more, and a lot of different things that have you actually still gaining weight because of the fake sugar that they put in stuff. So from what I'm hearing, diet sodas in any capacity aren't good. And then even with juice, people just be thinking, oh, I'm gonna just drink juice, and juice is cool because it's not soda, but juice has a ton of sugar in it. I was even talking about this the other day when we were doing the Versus podcast, because I was drinking a naked, and I was just like, yeah, man, I'm drinking a naked, and I'm doing the healthy thing. And then people were telling me, well, look at me, how much sugar is in that. And I looked and it had like 56 grams of sugar. And the eye opening thing about that was more sugar than they have in a candy bar. Like in the Snickers, I think it was like 44 grams of sugar or 46. So I'm drinking nakeds and I'm thinking, oh, I'm doing the right thing, but those have a ton of sugar in them as well. Now, don't get it twisted. There are different types of sugar. Now, there is natural fruit in sugar. I mean, I said that backwards. There's natural sugar in fruit. So you don't have to go so hard and say you're never gonna not eat no sugar. But at the same time, you got to think about it. Naked is, I believe, but was bought by Pepsi. So it's a soda company. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out for the extra sugars there. I'm not swearing against naked and saying naked is bad or anything to that effect. I'm just saying that you have to be careful how much sugar you are putting in your body. That's the one thing that I would love to try to, in my best way, kind of fast from sugar. Just because sugar don't do nothing good in your body. As soon as it gets there, it's just not a good thing. So in addition to me trying to just drink water for my beverage of choice for the month of May, I would also like to try to I don't know. I think I just kind of want to let go of sugary drinks. Just drinking anything but water, because water has just so many benefits to it. So I think that I'm gonna look for that. As far as like my diet, now I actually can use some tips on diet, because even with the whole Get Fit Say Less campaign that we're trying to put together, what I am learning is you can work out every single day. You can do every type of plank and lift that you want to do. If you do not change your diet, a lot of that's going to be for naught, and a lot of your results are going to be put on hold because of the food that we eat. And I don't even want to make the statement that, oh, I know what to eat, and oh, I got all the answers for what I should be eating. I'm actually open to suggestions for that. Even with my trainer and I talk, a lot of times my trainer doesn't like to put me on any type of set diets, because he's like, those aren't sustainable, though. You need to just get a group of foods that you're okay with eating, kind of say there's a bunch of other foods that you won't eat, and because that's kind of like how he does, and it's better for him, like, you know what I mean, like the way that he eats, but he eats smart. You see what I'm saying? So like he'll buy a big thing of chicken breast, and then he'll buy a big thing of spinach, and then he'll just cook it all, and then he'll just kind of eat the same thing. With me, I can be a little bit different than that, because sometimes I just be wanting variety and different things. But now that because I weighed in because that's the thing, I'm going to be doing my weigh-ins with you guys weekly for 10 weeks. I started last week at 266. So the goal for this week is 262. So, a lot of that is going to come off what are you eating? When are you eating it? How much are you eating? So that's another, and I don't have those answers yet. So, just like we are looking for trainers out here, we're also looking for nutritionists and people that can tell us, like, well, what type of food should we be eating? How much of the food? Because you know what I actually learned I've yo-yoed a lot in my weight, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have, but what I have noticed is, and this is gonna blow a lot of you guys' mind, right? It's really easy to think that when you're trying to lose weight, the number one thing that you should just do is you should just stop eating, right? oh, well, I'll just stop eating or I'll fast, or, we say it in a bunch of different ways. Let me tell you guys that I have gained more weight by starving myself than I ever did by eating bad food. And I know that that sounds crazy, but I promise you, I am not lying to you. Like, that's when you stop eating, it just, in my experience, it just would wreak havoc on my body. And then everything I would eat, my body. Now, I would start to lose weight instantly from not eating. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're not eating, obviously, there's no calories coming into your body, blah, blah, blah. And that's cool. So you can lose that weight on the, in the beginning. But say you're trying to fast for a couple of days, or you're just really trying to restrict your calories. What I have learned is, as soon as you go back to eating, your body just holds on to everything that you eat. And that is probably one of the most frustrating experiences that I haven't had to deal with. So really, in my whole thing that I'm trying to do, because I am trying to become a trainer, that is the goal for me. I want to learn and teach through principles of balance. Like, what is the balance? Like, you know what I mean? Because we can sit here and we can jump up and down when we get excited. We can say, oh my God, I want to work out. I want to, and all that's great because that's just adrenaline in your mind and it all sounds good until it's time to consistently do it over and 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 over again. What are you going to be comfortable with doing over it? And I'm saying it many times like that in a row, just to let you know how methodical a process of getting the body that you want is. It's not something you can just turn on for 2 weeks, say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go gung ho, and then you put yourself through whatever things that you do. I was actually talking to my girl about this the other day. Why do we make things so difficult for us when we try to go on a fitness journey? Think about that in the mind and how we do it as Americans and as many of consumers of us are. Just think about it. Every time you go into losing weight, right? This is what you tell yourself. Man, I don't want to eat the food that I'm going to have to eat. I don't want to do these workouts. I hate sweat. I hate cardio. My feet hurt when I run. When I run, my boobs jump and jiggle. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, we just start talking to ourselves about every negative experience that we are about to have. And I don't care how much willpower you think you have. I don't care how much moxie you think you have and discipline you think you have. I'm one of those people, if I do not like something, I'm not going to do it forever. Period, point blank. I'll do it temporarily, but I'm not really a fan of doing things I don't want to do. I'm not really a fan of eating food that I don't want to eat. So then now that becomes the opportunity to find out, well, what can we eat and what workouts can we do consistently that will not have us quitting 2 or 3 weeks in? Because that's what's going to happen. If you do it for 2 or 3 weeks in, this is the psychology that happens every single time. We get in and we start our plan and we go for those first 2 or 3 weeks, right? And the weight starts coming off and we start getting a couple cool weigh-ins and, oh, 4 pounds here, oh, 6 pounds here, I'm on my way. What people don't understand is a lot of that weight that you lose in the first couple of weeks is water weight. It's water weight. And I'm not saying it don't count and it don't mean nothing, but bro, it's water weight. That means it comes off quickly and it comes on quickly. So you know what I'm saying? When we're really talking about minimizing the fat on our body, increasing the muscle, now we have to find out, okay, well, what type of food can I eat? What type of food was I eating before? Now, before, if for breakfast, I was eating all type of BS like, Pop-Tarts and sugary cereals and different things like that. Like, that's not going to get us to our goals. If you eat a bunch of fast food and burgers and fries, of course, we know the obvious. That's not going to work. If you're just eating, especially in this pandemic, if you're just snacking every time, every 5 minutes, you just eat a bunch of pizza pockets and it will show up. I like to look at our bodies like debit cards. Debit cards on a holiday weekend is what I feel like our bodies are. What do you mean, DoBoy? How could our body possibly be like a debit card? Because your debit card never loses count of what's going on. Even if it doesn't show you, even if it doesn't reflect in the balance, it never loses track of what's going in or what's coming out. It just doesn't report it back to you all the time. So just think about it. If we're trying to work out, if we're trying to get in shape, your body knows the food that you ate. Your body knows the food that you didn't eat. Your body knows the workouts that you didn't do. So it's just keeping account for you. So the metaphor that I'm giving you is, so it's a holiday weekend, right? 3-day weekend. And you're just running your card. Now that's, you're just swiping. Remember back when outside was open and you're just swiping your card, right? Boom. And it's just letting you swipe. And every time you do it, it's approved, right? Because it's not checking the mainframe every 2 seconds to see what your balance is. So then you can come back on Tuesday and you can think, oh, I got $1,000, right? But you've been swiping all weekend, and now all those charges got to go through. Every time it went through and it wasn't putting it on that balance, now it goes through. Then you look up, now your account's overdrawn by $200 because you weren't paying attention to what you were doing with the balance. That happens to our bodies all the time. All the time. We just eat. You think you don't know why you're getting the results, but you be forgetting about the bagel that you ate at 9 o'clock at night. You be forgetting about the soda that you drank, and you ain't really counting it because you don't, you drank it. You forget about the fact that, oh, I just had a smoothie, and oh, I didn't work out yesterday. I didn't get my cardio in. But your body knows, and your body can't lie to you. Your body can only do what you have done to it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it like that. So now I really would like to, let's open up the floor to talk about it. Kadeem, I don't see any comments in here. So does that mean we have 0 comments, or am I looking at the wrong thing? Hold on 1 second. I didn't see. I might have to just go there because that thing that you sent me, I don't. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Okay. All right. So okay. I see you guys like the analogy. Okay. All right. Cool. Let me just go. Okay, people are coming. All right, so yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. So I'm on the goal. I'm in a situation now where it's like, what plan is going to work best for me? Now, a lot of people say different things, like, oh, well, maybe you should do a keto diet. Now, with the keto diet, like, let me just kind of talk about it, some of the different things that I've tried, and you guys can give me your feedback on it. People say, oh, Doe, maybe you should do keto. Keto is a cool diet. Now, what keto focuses on, it's mostly protein and it's a high in fat diet. You know what I mean? So you can be eating stuff like bacon and cheese, and I've heard people say things that they be putting butter in their coffee. I'd be like, listen, it's a little extreme for me. And then what the body has to do to break down meat. I believe that's maybe we're going to be overworking something if now, my kidneys and they're just processing nothing but just meat and fat and meat and fat. So, I have my concerns about that. Sometimes people say, well, what about intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is a different one to where you basically fast every day. So you basically have a window of where you can eat. So basically, a lot of people will do like between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's when you can eat. It's better that what I'm saying, it's better that when you do that, because it's really, you can make that really simple because you don't have to do as many calorie counts. You can kind of be a little bit looser with your portion sizes and the foods that you eat, and you just you eat between a window. Then you got different things like Weight Watchers where you count points and you count calories, different things like that. So I don't like to do all of those things. And like people are saying in here, like, yo, you shouldn't do diets. I don't want to do a diet. I don't want to do anything that I'm gonna stop doing eventually. So what are some of the good things that that we can do? Because now I really want to start to talk to y'all about nutrition and different things that we're eating. And we are putting together a Get Fit Say Less podcast as we speak, where we're going to be meeting with different trainers, different nutritionists, and we're going to be talking about all these things. But for this week, because I'm always like, let's start on the fresh piece of paper, and today is the first. So I don't want to do any diets per se, but what I would like to do is just say there's a couple things that I'm going to change for the next 7 days. What is one of the things that I want to do, and why do I want to do it? Let me just say 3 things. I like to do things in my mind that are easy to do and that are I can consistently do them. I don't know if that really makes sense, total, but this is how I look at it. If I just set myself up with a goal and it's just super hard, I'll just fight myself every day trying to become the perfection of what that is. But if you give me something easy, or give me 3 easy things like, hey, just drink water when you got to drink something, or don't eat after this time, and da 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 da. all right, then cool. I can know those are 3 simple rules that I can follow. So let's just set 3 simple rules for the next 7 days. That's what I would like to do. So, giving all the diets that I have said, let's just maybe try to find something to combine all of it. So, what's one thing that I think is really, really important in all of this? That I drink more water, okay? And that I try to drink as close to a gallon of water a day as I can. So, for the next 7 days, what I would commit to nutritionally is to only drink water with all of my meals. That means no Diet Cokes. That means no juice. That means no smoothies for the week. Just water. So just if I have to drink something, just drink water. Okay. So that is the one thing that I will do nutrition wise for this week. And I'm going to do 3 things nutrition wise. That's 1. Only drink water. Number 2, I don't necessarily want to do intermittent fasting, but I do agree with the eating late thing and how that's not good. So let's just say I will stop eating every day at 8 o'clock. Okay. So now my curfew is now 8 o'clock to eat food. Now, as far as when I eat, I mean, when I get up, I normally do my workouts on an empty stomach. So that's good. But you know what I'm saying? So those are the 2 things that we have so far. Drink nothing but water. Y'all can do this with me for a week. Let's just do something easy that we can do. Easy that we can do. One thing that we're going to do is just drink water. One thing, that's it. If you're thirsty, just drink water. And you don't have to say how much of it you're going to drink. But in any time you need to drink anything, it's water. For 7 days, that's one thing. And then 2, stop eating at 8 o'clock. We're not going to put you on a clock for when you start eating, but you do not eat after 8 p.m. Now, if you're one of the people that has like a weird schedule or you work at night, okay, of course, adjust that to what you live, okay? But yeah, so 8 p.m. is the curfew, all right? And then the third thing that I want to cut is no process. Okay, I was going to say no processed sugar, but how hard would that be to do realistically? What can we do? What's a third thing that we can do to do for a week? So we already said we're gonna drink water, okay, for a week. Only drink water. We're not gonna eat after 8 o'clock. And for this week, let's just say, let me cut some big carbs out. Let me cut out bread, rice, and potatoes for a week. Bread, rice, and potatoes for a week is out. That's good. No bread, no rice, no potatoes for 7 days. There we go. So now we have a very realistic goal that we can have. All right? So we can have 1, we're going to drink water and only water for a week. 2, we're not going to eat after 8. And then 3, we're going to cut out bread, rice, and potatoes only for 7 days. Only for 7 days. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I have a weigh-in tomorrow, so hopefully I will have lost some weight. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to get to 225 by the end of by 4th of July. So we're going to see. Hey, and I see a lot of you guys in here with your jokes. I just want to let you know I see them. For one, if you be watching all depth, then you respect my funny because you see that I can say some funny things. So for one, your jokes aren't even funny, and for 2, this ain't even really the place for that. All depth has become a lot of things, and we are trying to change and become different things. Now we have a ton of shows where you can come in and do that. We got shows like Roast Me, Roast This, Great Taste. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of programs where you can do that, and I'll give a joke and take a joke with the best. But what I would like to ask politely is that when we do this, you just respect the platform, because there's really people here that really want to change their lives and they really want to get better. So I'm just asking you respectfully, can you not do that here? You can, and we have a bunch of different places in all depth where you can do that. Just don't do it here. And I'm asking you respectfully. I'm not even talking to you crazy, but I'm saying a lot of us here are serious. We're up at 9 o'clock in the morning because we're trying to save our lives. So respect the other people that want to do that. All right, so back to everybody else. Those are the 3 goals. And if you want to do it with me, we can do it just like that. 3 goals. And it's real simple because I don't do well with things that I'm going to struggle with. So 3 things. We just going to drink water. We're going to stop eating at 8 o'clock. And the 3 things we're going to cut from our diet is bread, rice, and potatoes. All right, just bread, rice, and potatoes. And I'm not saying you can't never eat bread, rice, and potatoes again. Just saying for 7 days, let's just cut it out. Let's just bread, rice, and potatoes. We're just gonna cut that out. You know what I mean? And if you got other things you want to do and throw in there, then like you say, oh, I'm gonna try to cut some sugars out, or cool. But just do this, and this is what we're gonna do for a week. So it's almost 9:30, and like I said at the beginning of this, I didn't want to skip this meeting for us because I know that we're in here 6 days a week. But I had to tell you guys, look, my body is super hurt. I need to take a rest day. I probably need to go soak and sit in the bath and just kind of let my body, because that's the thing. You want your body to be able to work for you. When you in the gym and when you are with the workouts, you want your body to be able to move. You want your body to be strong. You don't want to just beat your body up so much to where you can't do anything. So give your body the proper rest at least 2 days a week. You should be rested. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that we're saying, hey, we're going to do, but at least 2 days a week, you should be resting. You should be letting your body and just listen to your body. Oh, that's another thing. Let me throw that 4th thing in there. 8 hours of sleep. Actually, I won't throw that in because we'll keep the goal simple. Try to get as much sleep as you can. Try to get as much sleep as you can. Somebody in here said brown rice. Listen, everybody's goals are going to be different. That's what I'm saying. It's not a blanket thing for everybody. If you eat a lot of white rice and you said, hey, I'm gonna just cut it to brown rice for 7 days, you do that. With me, like that, people say cauliflower rice, I would say the cauliflower. I'm just trying to, that's what I'm trying to do for me. I don't want to mess with bread, rice, or potatoes just for a week for my own personal reasons. So let's get this going. Let's stay committed. Let's stay focused. I will be here tomorrow doing my weigh-in. If you would like to join in the weigh-in and post your results, throw it in the comments. Like, I will shout you out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm here doing this with you guys. This ain't nothing that nobody got to worry about. It ain't no judgment. It ain't no, oh, you ain't lost as much weight as me. Like, no, I'm here to help you lose the weight that you want to lose and get the body that you want. Because a lot of people be thinking, oh, I want to lose weight. But do you though? Or do you just want to make your body look different? So we're going to get to all that. So for 7 days, this is our goal. Only drink water. Stop eating by 8 p.m. And for 7 days, no pasta, no bread, no rice. Okay? All right. I will be back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. with Amaya doing a workout. And after we finish the workout, we will have a weigh-in and we're going to get it like that. Let's just do this thing one day at a time. Let's understand what it takes. It takes consistency, and it takes doing the same thing over and 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 over again. So if we're gonna do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, let's like the stuff that we do. Let's not beat ourselves up about anything. Let's not look in the mirror and get sad about how we look right now. Let's just look here and say, today is day 1. Today is May 1st. Today is all that matters. So let's get everything that we can get out of today. For 6 days a week, I will be here with you guys, talking to you, giving you all the advice and the tips that I can give you, and we will do this together. All right? Okay? Yes. How long did it take me to burn 50 pounds? Um, That's the thing. My weight loss is it's more of a curvy line than it is a straight line, and we can actually open up this Q&A. We don't have to stop right at 9:30 today. So, 'cause I do want to answer a lot of y'all questions. So it's different with me because I got weight loss surgery. So I got weight loss surgery in 2015. So that changes everything for me because they literally cut my stomach. I got the gastric sleeve, so my stomach became much smaller instantly. So I wasn't able to eat. So then I was, losing weight. So the first 50 probably came off, maybe in the first 2, 3 months. relatively easy. But then the thing that I didn't understand and I didn't anticipate with weight loss surgery is that I had an addiction to food that I hadn't fully addressed. So me being addicted to food and not addressing the addiction to food made it very counterproductive when I got weight loss surgery, because all they did was take away the ability to eat the food. I did nothing for the addiction. So they had told me about that too. Before I did it, they said, you need to go talk to a therapist, da 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 da. I was just like, I don't do all that, boom, boom, boom. So what ended up happening to me was I ended up having what's called a transfer of addiction, because I'm addicted to food. Now you take away my ability to eat. So now I'm just drinking all the time. But that was dangerous, because then I turned to a functional alcoholic, had to end up going to rehab 2 times and stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in almost 3 years at this point. So then now it's like, so then my body started being able to pick up weight again after having weight loss surgery, and then after having a bout with alcoholism. So to answer that loaded question that you said, I was at about 326 last year, maybe around April. And for me to get down to 275, which was roughly 50 pounds, it took about 3.5 months of consistent working out, eating, and dieting. So I was averaging about, in to answer your question, when I'm really focused and nothing else matters and I'm working out and I'm going super hard, I'm usually at about, the sweet spot for me is about 15 to 16 pounds in a month. Maybe you can go up a little bit. Sometimes it's under that, but a good barometer of Doughboy going super hard is about 16 pounds in a month, if that answers your question. Was there any other questions in there that I didn't see? Okay. The core workouts, what Amaya likes to preach, and Amaya is my trainer, and he is the guy that's training me to become a trainer. He focuses more on time than he does on reps. So he'll say, all right, we're gonna do 5 minutes of abs, and you'll think that you're getting a break, but he will punish your abs so much in that 5 minutes that you'll feel like your stomach's about to fall off. So yeah, so the abs, I think that they're better if you do them for a time, and then you just put them under pressure for as much time as they can handle. Because what people don't understand about abs is a muscle you can train every day. You can't really do like legs, arms, chest, back every day. I mean, you can, but they don't. It's not really suggested for you to do that. But with your abs, like they heal so quickly, like you can literally beat them up every day. So what I learned, and this is what I will tell you, the things that will help you more in the things that are difficult to do in ab workouts are what you want to do. Like I can do regular sit-ups or just the with my legs flat out. I can do those all day. But ask me to do bicycle kicks. Ask me to do mountain climbers. I almost pass out every day. So what I always try to tell people to do is at least flirt with the things that are difficult for you to do, because you don't want to fall in love with the easy stuff. Like do the stuff that is hard, and even if it's hard, you can only do 3 or 4. Like do it, and then master how you can do those 3 or 4. Then try to go to 5 or 6, and then build it up. So yeah, and that's another thing too about if you want to get abs, you absolutely have to do. You have to change the way that you diet. People say there's a phrase that a lot of people say: abs are made in the kitchen. And what that breaks down to me is that you got to watch what you eat to get to that point. Hold on, I got my people over here in my Insta live, so I wanted to answer some of their questions as well. All right, somebody said, hold on one second. Okay, went to get to doctor. So somebody said you went to the doctor and you tried to get weight loss surgery, and they said you weren't big enough. Listen, man, weight loss surgery ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like it is definitely something that helps, but it is a serious decision that anyone thinking about should very much consider. And the reason why I don't want to say get skittish when that conversation comes up is just because I understand what it's like to be 400 something pounds and you feel like that dark desperation and you're just looking for somebody to tell you what to do and you'll do it. So I don't always want to just be the person be like, oh, just go get weight loss surgery. And then you listen to me because you see that I lost a ton of weight on it. You're like, oh, well, I want to lose weight. DoBoy was what's this weight. And he says, just go do the surgery. But I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you all the other things that you can get caught up in with the surgery. Like you need to talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying? You need to talk to a therapist to identify what your relationship with food is, because you're going to have to do that if you get the surgery or not. So I always tell people, look at the surgery as a last ditch effort, but you're still going to have to do the work within yourself, whether you get it or not. Now, I wish I would have taken that more seriously when I had known, because honestly, if people ask me like, well, if you had it to do over again, would you do it over? I would never change anything in my past because I understand that everything that I've done has been for a reason. But if you're asking me the logical question, like, well, DoBoy, if knowing what you know now and would I have done the surgery? No, because I know now I was going to have to do the difficult work. I know now that I was going to have to dive deep into my mind and my heart and find out what was bothering me. Regardless, there was no surgery that was going to fix that. So that's my biggest thing to people. Do the surgery or don't do the surgery. That's your decision. Just understand there's going to be a ton of work with it. Either way, either decision that you pick, you are going to have to do work. You are going to have to confront different things about yourself that you may not want to do. And I see you in here, Stuck Bike Ozzy. Your jokes are not funny. Now I'm being honest with you. I'm just being honest. Now, this is just me being honest, because you're in a live right now and people will always say, well, don't pay attention to negative people. I have time today. Bro, you're in here and you're not funny. I'm just telling you on pure merit of the jokes. Now, if you were putting jokes in this live and they were just killing, I'd be like, bro, hey, man, I'm really trying to be serious right now, but, you keep kind of putting these jokes in. But, man, they're funny. They're not. You're nowhere near as funny as you think you are. And you're sitting over there on your keyboard, and every time you type, you're probably waiting for everybody to be like, oh, that's funny. It's not. Anyway, what other question? I just want to let you know, just in case you think it's as funny as you think it is. Take it from somebody who be doing funny stuff. It ain't funny. All right, I'm going to take a couple more questions and I'm going to get out of here. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's, do we have any other questions? Anybody else got questions? And nah, bro, and I take this seriously, man, because y'all got to be serious about something in your lives. I'm trying to help people save their lives. It's not a joke to me. I'm not doing this so I can make a ton of extra money. I'm doing this to help people that struggle with this. So if you come in here with different energy, I ain't got a lot of patience for that. You know what I'm saying? And I can turn into not a so funny guy when you do that. Because when we doing this is serious. This is serious talk, and just respect it. All right, 3 more questions and I'm out of here. 3 more questions. Okay? Hold on 1 second. Somebody asked me, did I try drinking LaCroix? I did. I don't like it. And let me tell you something about carbonated drinks. I'm not saying that you should or you shouldn't drink carbonated drinks. What I am saying is they stretch out your stomach and they make it to be so you can eat more food. So when you get that carbonation in your stomach and you do that little burp, you ever notice like you be hungry or you be eating and then you burp and then it's like, then you can eat more. Now you can put more food in your body. So I'm definitely trying to cut carbonated drinks because I even sometimes drink Perrier water, Perrier, however you say it, Perrier waters. Those are different, because it's just they do. I'm trying to cut out carbonated drinks. So all right, so that's one. Let me get 2 more questions. What's been the game changer, diet or running? To be honest, I always lose weight when I eat better. When I eat better, it's just better. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes, this is going to trick you out. This is going to trip you out. I've lost more weight when I was eating more. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing that we got to find out. Like people be thinking when they try to lose weight that they got to stop eating. Bro, when you eat the right stuff, it's way different. It's you know what I mean? Then you start, putting food in your body that your body can use and your body can utilize to give you energy and different things like that. So yeah. All right, and one more question. All right, here we go. Somebody said, "What do you do to stay motivated?" What keeps me motivated is that I have a vision for my life that cannot be swayed by what I see right now. So I'm gonna say that one more time. Somebody asked me what I do to stay motivated, and I said I have a vision for my life that does not get swayed by the things that I see right now. So I have a goal. Like I have a way that I see myself looking in my body, and I think about it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about it, and I'm like, that's how I want my body to look, and I want to add years on my life, and there's so much positivity that comes around that is based around me getting fit. And it's not even, because a lot of people say to me sometimes, "Hey, Doe, you don't need to lose weight. You look great. I like you the way you are." Well, no offense, but I'm not doing this for based on the way you feel about the way I look. And actually, me losing weight and getting in shape has nothing to do with the way that I look. I never had a problem with the way I look. So let's just be clear there, and then this would be a great segment to end on. Let's just be very, very clear. When I was 486 pounds and whatever, bro, I did not hate how I looked. Now, I hated how I felt, but I never hated how I looked. Like I always thought I've been a good looking person. Like I didn't never believe that just because I was overweight that somehow pushed me out of being a good looking individual. I know how I look. I know how my face looks in comparison to other people's. And I've always been into the way that I look. So it was never necessarily per se a vanity thing or let me do this for a way to look. But bruh, I have a 14-year-old daughter that I love with my whole entire heart. And I want to be around here for as long as I can for her. That's motivation for me. I have a life that I want to live. Like I want to get old. You know what I mean? I want to make it to 90, to 100. You know what I mean? And I don't be seeing a bunch of different people. I don't see a bunch of 300-pound 80-year-olds. You know what I mean? So I never seen that. Like, you know what I mean? So I wanted to add years to my life. And then I definitely I wanted the quality of my life to be better. You see what I'm saying? Like I felt a lot of doors were being slammed in my face because I was obese. There's a lot of things I couldn't do. So certain things like ride roller coasters. I was just like, man, I haven't ridden a roller coaster since 1998 because I've been too big. You know what I mean? That hurts. Like you have a daughter. Like I want to be able to ride roller coasters and live up. And I'm like, damn, I can't even do regular stuff because I'm too big. Nah, bro. So I made the change to I wanted a higher quality of life. And I'm so vocal about it because I want to share that with other people. You know what I'm saying? And I want I want other people to know that. You know what I mean? And somebody's in here saying, "Oh, because I was obese, cough." No, I know I'm still on my way. This is just on my journey, and this is what I'm doing to share this with the people here. So yeah, that's what keeps me motivated is just the vision that I have for my life and where I want to take it. And I apologize, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up and get off of here. And I just want to just say this before I go. I do apologize for this podcast for this piece of content that we've done right now that I've responded to negatively, make negativity probably 3 to 4 times, and I'm trying to stop doing that. So that's the reason why I apologize to the people that are here for the right reasons. Don't let people do that. And you're seeing me do it live in front of you. Don't let yourself, when you make a decision to change your life, let it be about you and your family and the people that care. Look at this. Like I'm literally here up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, talking to a computer because I know that there's a bunch of people out there because the human spirit in me just wants to help and spread positivity. But there's people out there that just don't like that. They don't want to do that. They just want to sit there and just be like, I want to say something negative to this guy. You know what I mean? Like you have to watch out for that. And you have to stay mentally tough in the game. And that's why I'm apologizing to you guys because I'm going to be a trainer one day. And I'm going to have to teach my clients how to be mentally tough. So in order for me to teach mental toughness, I have to gain it. So that will be the last time that I respond to negativity on this platform because I owe you all more that are here for the positivity more. So Kadeem, I'll work out a thing with you because I know that you be watching the comments when you're there, and we'll make it maybe have a conversation where maybe if you see people with the negativity, we just pull them out of there. We just kick them out. Maybe we can find a way to do that because I want this to be a sanctuary and a safe place for people to come and work out and not have to deal with that negativity. But I apologize that I gave into it. Huh? Appreciate I appreciate you. So that's what we're gonna do. We got our 3 goals. What we're gonna do for the next week. What is our 3 goals? We said we're gonna drink nothing but water. We're not gonna eat after 8 o'clock. And the 3 foods that we cutting out just for a week is bread, rice, and potatoes. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for getting up. Tomorrow we're gonna be less talking and we're gonna be doing more getting fit and a whole lot more of saying less. We're gonna be in here, get your pillows ready, have whatever waist that you got. We're gonna work hard at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we're gonna get on that damn scale, and whatever that number says, we're gonna love it, we're gonna own it, and then we're gonna set our goal for the next week, and we're gonna set our intentions right, and we're gonna do it. I love y'all. This has been DoBoy. Get fit, say less. See y'all in the morning. Peace.